Here's a shocking truth most seniors never hear from their doctors. Nearly 1 in 4 cases of dementia-like symptoms in America are linked not to aging, but to prescription medications. According to a landmark study published in JAMA Internal Medicine, seniors taking certain drugs long-term had a 54% higher risk of developing dementia symptoms. These are not rare, experimental drugs. They are everyday medications prescribed to millions of older adults for sleep, allergies, anxiety, and even common bladder issues. Now think about this. What if the pills designed to help you sleep, breathe, or relax were quietly erasing your memories? What if the reason you can't remember where you placed your keys, the story you told yesterday, or even your loved one's name, wasn't your age at all, but something you swallowed this morning? This isn't just theory. Hospitals and senior care experts across the country are sounding the alarm, because memory loss linked to medications is not only real, it's preventable. And yet, most seniors are never told the risks. Today, we'll uncover 9 of the most common medications that can accelerate memory decline, why they are so dangerous to your brain, and, most importantly, what you can do to protect yourself without putting your health at risk. Stick with me, because what you're about to learn could make the difference between living sharp and independent, or slipping into confusion that doctors might wrongly label as dementia. Welcome back to my Seniors Health Tips. If you're new here, my name is David, and I'm here to share doctor-reviewed advice to help seniors live longer, sharper, and healthier lives. Every week, we talk about the hidden truths in health that seniors deserve to know, explained in plain language, without medical jargon. This week's topic is personal. I still remember when my own uncle started showing signs of memory problems in his late 60s. At first, the family thought it was just aging. He misplaced things, repeated questions, and sometimes seemed foggy after meals. But after months of worrying, his doctor finally discovered the real cause, a prescription medication he had been taking for years for his bladder. Once they adjusted his treatment, his clarity improved. That moment made me realize how many families may be quietly suffering, thinking their loved ones are slipping away to dementia, when in reality, the culprit might be sitting right inside the medicine cabinet. And let me be clear, I am not saying these medications should never be taken. Many of them serve important purposes. But the problem is that most seniors don't know about the risks, and worse, they aren't given safer alternatives. That's why today's video is so important. If you or someone you love is worried about memory decline, you'll want to watch this video until the very end. Not only will we reveal the 9 medications linked to rapid dementia symptoms, but we'll also discuss what you can do to protect your brain while staying safe. Segment: Why medications matter in dementia risk. When most people think of dementia, they imagine age, genetics, or diseases like Alzheimer's, and yes, those are real causes. But what's less known is that certain medications can mimic dementia symptoms, or even speed up real memory decline. Why does this happen? The answer lies in how these drugs interact with the brain's neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that allow your memory and thinking to function. Many common drugs, especially those with what doctors call anticholinergic properties, block the action of a neurotransmitter called acetylcholine. This chemical is crucial for memory, learning, and attention. Without it, your brain struggles to form and retrieve memories. The scary part, seniors are far more sensitive to these effects than younger adults. A medication that barely affects a 40-year-old could cause severe brain fog, confusion, and memory lapses in someone over 65. One Harvard Health study revealed that seniors using strong anticholinergic drugs for 3 years or more had a significantly higher risk of dementia. Another Mayo Clinic review found that when these medications were reduced or stopped, Seniors often saw noticeable improvements in clarity. So what looks like just aging may actually be a side effect. And if nobody connects the dots, a senior could end up misdiagnosed with dementia, when the real solution might be as simple as rethinking a prescription. Segment B: the 9 popular medications that trigger rapid dementia. Now, let's uncover a hidden truth that too few seniors ever hear from their doctors. According to research from the National Institute on Aging, certain medications, often the ones prescribed the most, have been shown to trigger or accelerate memory loss and dementia-like symptoms. This isn't rare. A Harvard Medical School review found that up to 40% of seniors regularly take at least one drug with anticholinergic effects, known to interfere with memory and cognition. And yet, many never connect their daily pill bottle with their brain fog, confusion, or memory slips. So let's walk through the 9 most common medications that can silently sabotage brain health. 1. Sleep beats diphenhydramine, Benadryl, Tylenol PM. These block acetylcholine, a critical brain chemical for memory. Seniors who use them nightly often notice grogginess, confusion, and slower thinking. What feels like poor sleep is often the side effect of the pill itself. The Journal of the American Geriatric Society links long-term diphenhydramine use to an increased risk of dementia. 2. Certain antidepressants tricyclics, amitriptyline, imipramine. Though helpful for depression or nerve pain, tricyclic antidepressants are anticholinergic heavyweights. They dry out the mouth, blur vision, and, most concerning, impair memory and concentration. A 2015 study in JAMA Internal Medicine found strong ties between long-term anticholinergic antidepressants and dementia risk. 3. Bladder medications oxybutynin, tolterodine, used to calm an overactive bladder, but unfortunately, these are some of the most potent memory-disrupting drugs prescribed to seniors. University of California studies show that seniors on oxybutynin have significantly higher rates of cognitive decline. 4. Antihistamines, older versions like chlorpheniramine. Many cold and allergy medications quietly contain these first-generation antihistamines. They seem harmless, but they cross the blood-brain barrier and interfere with alertness and memory. 5. Anxiety medications, benzodiazepines, Valium, Xanax, Ativan. Doctors prescribe them for anxiety or sleep, but long-term use leads to confusion, memory lapses, and even increased dementia risk. They also double full risk, a devastating problem for seniors. A Canadian study in BMJ linked benzodiazepine use to a 50% increased dementia risk. 6. Muscle relaxant cyclobenzaprine, methocarbamol, often given after an injury, but rarely meant for long-term use. These drugs can leave seniors feeling groggy, mentally dull, and even depressed. 7. Pain medications, opioids, oxycodone, hydrocodone. Yes, opioids dull pain, but they also dull the mind. Long-term use impairs attention, reaction time, and memory, while increasing the risk of dependence. 8. Certain blood pressure medications, beta blockers. Not all blood pressure meds, but some beta blockers can reduce circulation to the brain. For some seniors, this creates fogginess, fatigue, and memory slips that are blamed on just aging. 9. Acid reflux drugs, proton pump inhibitors, omeprazole, Nexium. They soothe heartburn, but long-term use blocks absorption of vitamin B12, which is vital for healthy memory. Low B12 equals higher risk of dementia symptoms. It's not about fear, it's about awareness. The danger usually isn't a week of use, but years of repeated reliance without alternatives, the tragedy. Many seniors assume their memory lapses are inevitable aging, when in fact, their pill cabinet may be partly to blame. And here's the good news. With your doctor's help, safer alternatives often exist. Which of these medications surprised you the most? Drop the number in the comments. Let's see which one shocked people the most. And if you've personally noticed memory changes on one of these, sharing your story could help another senior watching right now. Segment C. What seniors can do instead. Now here's the good news, and it's powerful. While the list of medications we just went through may sound overwhelming, you don't have to feel helpless. Knowledge is power, and awareness is the first step to protecting your memory and independence. The worst thing you could do is suddenly stop your medications. That can be dangerous, even life-threatening. But the best thing you can do is start a conversation with your doctor, armed with information and options. Because here's the truth, for nearly every risky medication, there are safer paths forward. Let's walk through them one by one. For sleep issues, 1. Keep your room cool, dark and quiet. 2. Avoid screens 1 hour before bed. 3. Try gentle stretches or deep breathing. 4. Melatonin, under a doctor's guidance, can help regulate your body's natural clock without impairing memory. For bladder issues, 1. Pelvic floor therapy strengthens bladder control naturally. 2. Adjust your hydration timing. More fluids earlier in the day, less at night. 3. Ask your doctor about newer bladder medications with fewer effects on the brain. For anxiety, 1. Breathing exercises or mindfulness can calm the nervous system. 2. Cognitive behavioral therapy (CBT) is highly effective for managing anxiety without pills. 3. Some natural remedies, like magnesium or herbal teas, can support calmness, but always under professional supervision. For acid reflux, long-term use of PP is like omeprazole can deplete vitamin B12. Alternatives include 1. Eating smaller meals more frequently. 2. Avoiding common triggers like coffee, fried foods, and citrus. 3. Elevating the head of your bed slightly at night. 4. Short-term or lower-dose medication, monitored by your doctor, if absolutely needed. For pain management, instead of long-term opioids, which impair memory and carry high risks, try 1. Physical therapy to rebuild strength and mobility. 2. Gentle stretching or yoga for flexibility. 3. Heat or cold therapy to soothe sore joints and muscles. 4. Non-opioid medications, when appropriate, under medical advice. The big picture. Here's what you need to remember. There are always options, and often, with your doctor's help, reducing or switching medications can bring back mental clarity you thought was gone forever. So many seniors assume brain fog is just aging. But in reality, many regain focus, memory, and energy simply by adjusting their prescriptions and building healthier daily routines. This isn't about fear. It's about taking back your power, step by step, with the guidance of a trusted professional. Would you like me to create a full video on natural, safer alternatives to these medications? Let me know in the comments. If enough of you ask, I'll make it the very next episode. So here's the truth. More than 99% of seniors in America are losing their health not because of aging itself, but because of hidden traps like medications and foods that quietly steal memory, energy, and independence. The shocking reality is this: many of the struggles we accept as normal aging, brain fog, forgetfulness, confusion, fatigue, may not be aging at all. They could be side effects of medications or daily choices at the breakfast table. And the saddest part, most seniors are never told. But here's the hope: small changes can make a massive difference. By simply becoming aware of the 9 medications linked to dementia and asking your doctor about safer alternatives, you can reclaim clarity you thought was lost forever. By removing just a few harmful foods and replacing them with nutrient-rich options, you can restore energy, protect your brain, and extend not just the years in your life, but the life in your years. Every sunrise offers you a new beginning. You don't have to accept weakness, confusion, or decline as your future. Your health story is still being written, and you hold the pen. So take this knowledge, start a conversation with your doctor, and make one small change today. Whether it's swapping out a food, walking for 10 minutes, or asking about safer medication options, it all adds up, and it all starts with you. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend or family member who needs this message, and subscribe to Seniors Health Tips together. We're building a community of seniors who choose clarity, independence, and strength, one step at a time.